How y'all doing today? My name is Gio Malik. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you hit the sub button and the notification bell to be notified when I do go live. Today we are going to be dragging Aaliyah and Menelik. I got on the side of me Miss Nabia, on the other side of me Ablavi, underneath me Ranu, and my boy D Brook in the bottom corner. What do y'all think about these people? Okay, Menelik and Aaliyah, they are YouTubers, right? They're big major time YouTubers. They made a video talking about this African food, but they was talking about this food, and it's called fufu. This fufu food. Well, Aaliyah is the YouTube creator of this channel or whatever. And Jay is like her boyfriend, which is his name is Menelik or some. It's an African name. But they did a mukbang about the fufu food, and it took them about like 5 minutes to get to about to eat the food or whatever. So she goes to dip in the food. They both eat it on the count of like 3 or 10 or something like that. She eats it, and immediately she's like just sitting there, like it was like she just held it in her mouth, like she turns around and then she goes to spit it out. She just spits it out like, "Ugh, that's nasty, that's nasty." And the whole entire time he's sitting there eating it, he's like making fun of it, but that's not the thing. It was about the fact what they posted, the way they posted the video, what they published on it. They said eating African dog food. Like basically they called the shit dog food. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what's wrong with certain people, but it made us look bad as an African American culture, that other people are clowning them so bad that they think we are all like that. Like, and I'm just gonna say this for the record, hell nah, I eat any type of food long as I'm it's vegetarian, because I'm vegetarian, I can't eat meat, but I'm not gonna clown nobody else because they're eating meat and stuff like that. I think the shit was dead wrong. Like him being Nigerian, he's a Nigerian man. You're dating an African American woman and you letting her drag the hell out of your culture. And he's sitting up there dragging it with her, but he eating the food. You know what I'm saying? He licking his fingers and shit, and he's eating it. I want to know, what do y'all think about it, and how did y'all react when y'all seen the video?
Well, personally, I feel the opposite than what you guys and probably the rest of the world feel, because she gave a natural reaction and she gave her honest opinion, and she feels like it was nasty and tastes like dog food. That was her opinion, so I don't understand what the big hype is about.
Okay, the big hype is this. Look, Aaliyah asked if African people ate shrimp.
Mm-hmm.
Also, she said Africa is a country when it's a continent that has 54 countries inside of it. And so it's a lot of little stuff she was saying was like, why are you saying this? If you don't know your history or you don't know things, don't say it. Also, she was like, African food is not a trend. So she was throwing a little shade out there. You know what I'm saying? She was throwing shade as hell out there.
I think the issue comes not be what she said, is how she said it, and you have to be respectful even when you don't like something. And then two, it's on him. So basically, I've always done a rule of thumb when somebody asks me, "Hey, I want to try food. Well, what do you like?" And then I go with what they like and find a food that would be similar to them, because it is an acquired taste from some. And her issue is, it's like, for instance, as an African American, if I were to give chitlins to people in Africa, they would look at me like I was crazy. Not all, but some countries. And it's just disrespectful everywhere to say that's nasty.
Yeah.
You say, oh, okay, that's a delectable.
Listen, I teach my daughter not to say nasty about any type of food. You say the sentence, "I don't like it." That's easily said. I don't like that. Rather than, "Oh, that's disgusting." "Oh, that's nasty." That is so disrespectful. You get taught that as a kid. Now, when it comes to her as a grown woman, you're here on was it a live video? Because I don't know if she was on a live or if this was a posted video.
It was pre-recorded. But he said that he's Nigerian. How do you say his name? Menelik or something like that. It's like a a Kenyan name, like he's from Africa. He's from Kenya, part of Africa, you know. So he was like, the food looked like dog food. You know what I'm saying? But he been eating this all his life. You know, even he was being disrespectful. And he was like, my dad used to make me eat this food and stuff. Like,
they're both coming across as ignorant as each other, because how would you even how are you going to pre-record it, not watch it back and hear yourself and say to yourself, you sound ignorant? Between the two of you, you should have seen the way you sounded and edited that out. Like, how are you going to put, if it was on a live, I can maybe even excuse it to your dumb ignorance, and you come across uneducated, basically. How are you going to be on a live, try to talk to the masses, but then you don't know what you're talking about, and then you want to offend, you know, loads of people that are probably watching your channel thinking, hold on, where do you think you come from? You know, you got your front lace wig on, you know, thinking you're light skinned, first of all, so you probably feel a ways saying these type of things anyway. You know what I mean? So people are already looking at you funny, you know. So I don't even know how they allowed that to come out after they watched themselves, because I can imagine you're going to have to watch yourself before you put things out.
But see, look, that Menelik, like he's supposed to be Kenyan or Kenya. He's from Kenya. He's supposed to be African. It seems like to me that he doesn't embrace his Nigerian side. You see what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't embrace that. Well, not Nigerian, but he doesn't embrace his Kenyan side of him. Like, he doesn't embrace.
Is he Kenyan in Nigerian, or is he just Kenyan?
No, he's Kenyan. I'm making it up. I'm sorry about that. But
so why did he go for Nigerian food and didn't go with Kenyan food?
See, that's the thing. Nice thing you said that, because they said the original video said African food, and then they later changed it to Nigerian food.
No, but at the beginning of the video, he says that she wanted to taste it, and he kept saying, I knew you wouldn't like this, babe. So I think she wanted to try it. It was her choice.
Yeah, but he did say it in the video. He said she kept asking me, telling me that she wanted to try this, and now she trying it, and it's nasty, huh? Like, why are you sitting up here just talking about the food is so nasty, but y'all up here, and he's playing in the food too on top of it. You know what I'm saying? He's playing in this food, and there's people over there in that country starving, and they love to eat that food. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell a child that's 2 years old that's starving, fucking stomach to the back to his back. You know what I'm saying? Or his stomach poked out because he had nothing but air in his stomach. He damn near dying. He loves to eat this food. You can't tell him, oh, noodles is better than this, when they ain't getting noodles over there. This is what they getting. You know what I'm saying?
The way I look at it.
Watching it over in Africa?
Oh yeah, it's people in Africa that got YouTube that's watching. There's plenty of people pop up on my channel from Africa, from Kenya, That's the crazy part about it. They be from Kenya, all over Africa, bro. But she apologized about it. They both apologized about it. Do you accept that her apology from the way she handled herself in that video? Do you accept that apology?
I do.
Nope.
Shit,
the way I see it, if you were going to review a certain country or certain region of the world, if you're going to review a dish or some kind of food, there has to be a certain level of professionalism if you're not already within that industry. You know, take Gordon Ramsay in a thing. He is a world-renowned chef and critic.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's right on calling people out their name or whatever, but what I'm saying is, if you're not a food critic, you have to you have to ride the wave a certain way. Otherwise, you gotta deal with the backlash, such as what's going on right now.
But I don't think she was trying to be a food critic. I think they were trying to capture her natural reaction, and to me, that was her natural reaction.
But it was a dumb one, Ranu. If that was your reaction and it was you in the video, I would have said the same thing. You come across ignorant.
So let me ask you guys this. So one time my sister took me to her homegirl's barbecue, right? And so we went into the kitchen and the girl was showing me all the food. And I said, I can't, and then everything had pork in it, right? And I don't eat pork. So I said, I can't eat none of this. And I walked out the kitchen, but then my homegirl told me that her girl got really offended and told her that I can't come back to none of her things. Was that ignorant of me to say that? You guys feel?
It's not about saying how you feel. If you have a dietary constriction, you need to tell people that. So if you say, this looks like a lovely meal, however, I do not eat pork, so I will not be able to enjoy this feast. It's the way you said it.
I didn't say it like that. I said, I can't eat none of this. And I walked out the kitchen.
Her body language was telling her something was an issue with the food. Remember, her body language isn't as neutral as she may want to be. It was mocking, and then she saw it back and then posted it. It's one thing if it's live.
That's exactly what I said. Yeah.
She edited
I can't excuse you. I can't excuse the fact that they filmed themselves eating the food, and then you have to edit it in order for you to then put it up. And then you came across stupid on all forms. Look, I remember a time when being from Africa was not a thing, and now all of a sudden Africa's become popular. People are proud in saying they're African. People want to claim every day, they want to claim they're African, when really probably they're 3 generations gone and don't even know nothing about Africa. But all of a sudden, because Africa is popular, you're jumping on, I'm from Africa. You understand what I'm saying? So these people that are trying these foods, they're just following what's out here. There's a lot of people on YouTube trying African foods nowadays, because obviously now all of a sudden it's acceptable to be African.
It's just it's just respect, right? And this is a good lesson for people who travel outside the United States. You have to be very careful in how you discuss other people's delicacies, and you need to be very careful, because remember, if we go to 90 Day Fiance and Lizzie and her family and the way they were acting ridiculous about what they ate in Moldova, they are not it's not other cultures' job to give Americans food they like. If you're going to try their food, you should go to some place because it could have been the preparation. They might have not have gone to the best restaurant. It's a lot more. And she could have said, I ate this food, I tasted it, it's not my preference, but I am willing for my subscribers to tell me places that have African food, and that might be a bit better. It's a way you have to finesse it, because this is a business.
Bobby, when you're with your dude, are you that thoughtful like that, or do you just say what you just feel at the moment?
Listen, he cannot cook, and I have not told him that.
No, I'm saying if you were in the situation and he took you to a restaurant and you were tasting stuff you've never tasted before, what you just said is very PC and nice. But when we're with our significant others, we say how we really feel.
Well, I mean, but again, she recorded it, and that's the issue. The issue, if she said this to him in his house and said, okay, I didn't like that, fine. But you can't be doing everything for clout and then getting mad when you get a negative reaction. And I know how to order things. I know what chicken is in every language. I know the bare minimum. I know how to get one thing on the menu I like. And when I go around the world, I make sure I get that one thing.
Well, I don't think he is as cultured as you are.
But see, you know what I was going to say, though? When you just said that word, that culture, as how Blavie is. P, you're right. Why do some Americans look down on Africans like that? It's been going on.
And that's what it comes down to. Yeah.
No, but it wasn't just that, because the African dude was laughing and making fun too. So
but again, the African dude is just as American as her, though.
Yeah, he's just American. He speaks just like us, like from over here in America. He doesn't even have that foreign accent. You know what I'm saying? He speaks like an American, like he was born probably over here in America 9 times out of 10. Yeah. His mom and dad's from Africa. But why would he sit up there and feed into that and look down upon his own culture? You're supposed to embrace your culture. You know what I'm saying?
You're supposed to like and love everything about your culture.
No, but you, like Blavie said, you have to be respectful. When
but
you
eat the
thing is, once you hit that record button, it becomes public domain.
That part.
It's no longer a private conversation. So you have to be respectful of the viewers who are watching.
Once again, I think they were trying to do a reaction video.
Yeah.
And that was their normal reaction, but they didn't expect the backlash that they got. But if it would have been me, honestly, I wouldn't apologize. I would have said, or if I would apologize, I would have said, well, if I offended you guys by my natural reaction, I'm sorry, but this is how I feel about that food. That's
now,
what
I'm gonna try to get ABK up here. Shout out to ABK. Peace and love, my brother. But
this
you can come up.
Though, Ranu, you have to be careful about doing that, especially when you go to other countries. That can get you into a lot of trouble. That can.
But they weren't in another country, Bobby. They was in.
Yeah. But she travels. You never know who's watching your things, and you go to another country and they see you. That is not so. So what if she were to go to Nigeria in a few years? You think that won't follow her?
Yeah.
Right.
No. Yeah.
Do you guys think it would have been worse if the person who cooked the food was actually there serving it to her, and she would have gave that same reaction?
I don't think it would have been like that.
It would have been even worse.
Oh, bear with me.
Or do you think she would have
been even worse?
Do you think she would have reacted like that if the person?
Listen, if she allowed this if her reaction that we saw was allowed to go out to the public like that, can you imagine the things she says in private? Like, can you imagine? It probably is worse than dog food. You understand what I'm saying? That's the whole point. For us to hear her say it resembles dog food. This is people's culture, like the delicacies. They eat this all the time. How are you going to say? And then on top of that, you don't even know all these little side dishes that go with the fufu. They're probably more nutritious than any African, any American black culture. You understand what I'm saying? They're more nutritious than the crap that's out there that you probably are, eating, and that you are thinking that, oh, this is nice. But that was just wrong. The dog food part is the part where in private, she probably says worse things than that. And I think that's the point.
But ABK, we got a guy up here that he's from Africa. I think you're Nigerian, right?
Yeah, I'm Nigerian.
So what is offensive to you think about?
I've not seen the video. I'm trying to search for it. I would like. What's the name of the food?
It's fufu.
Fufu. It's made from cassava.
Fufu. I think she had fufu. It looks like cassava leaf, but I don't know what the other two are.
Okay, it could just be. It could just be
plantains too.
Yeah,
it could just be fufu with like a vegetable. It's a very nice food to eat. It's a common staple food in Nigeria, so I don't know what's wrong in that. I know I've watched a few videos of I think Koreans trying Nigerian foods, and I don't know why are people so much interested in the food, like Miss Nabia said earlier. What's it? When you are a traveler,
you know what? It's because Africa all of a sudden has become popular. You see how Afrobeats, everything African, all of a sudden is nice, and people want to feel like they know what they're talking about. And but as you said, you're Nigerian. You eat that food all the time, right? It's a comfort food.
I just even ate the food today.
Exactly.
ABK,
do
you feel it was disrespectful to your culture that she compared it to dog food?
It is disrespectful. You have to be careful of what you post online. You have to be very, very careful. Once you, like D-Brook said, once you put it there, it's a public domain now. You cannot, even if you try to delete it, it's no more. You can't, because somebody has saved it somewhere.
She did delete it, and now somebody else put it back up.
Now everybody don't put it out.
Yeah,
you can. I was going to ask you something. Mm-hmm. Do you think a lot of Americans, not saying me, because I grew up to what my mama like, I grew up people like, her people from Haiti. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of is the same thing. Like I grew up in the South of Louisiana, Shreveport. Okay. My mom was like, you better eat everything on that damn plate. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Same as in Africa.
She said, when you go to people's house, you eat what they give you. Because do you think that a lot of people, like a lot of Americans, not saying me or anybody up here on this panel, but do you think a lot of people that's probably have Nigerian in them, but they was born in America, maybe have Kenyan, they was born in America, but they're people from Africa. You know what I'm saying? Their family, their ancestry tree is from Africa. Mm-hmm. Do you think a lot of people that just because they was born here in America, they look down upon people in Africa?
Yeah, they do. They do.
But on the same token, I've met a lot of Africans that look down on African Americans. I've met Africans.
Yeah, it's both ways. It's just like how do I put it? It's like I live in UK now, and if I meet like a West Indian, I would treat a Ghanaian. My subconscious mind would welcome a Ghanaian than a Jamaican, even though we're all blacks.
Yeah, exactly. That part.
Okay, so she ate egusi and okra.
Egusi is just like a melon. I mean, you could Google it. It's just a vegetable. It's just a tropical vegetable. Nothing spectacular about that. I eat it, and I would have eaten it and said 2 thumbs up. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So basically, it's a trend on TikTok.
Yeah,
you eat African food and you spit it out saying it's not pleasant. Apparently, a lot of people on TikTok have done
that. That's rude. That's rude.
Okay.
Well, obviously that trend
so ignorant.
That trend backfired on her.
Yeah, you can't. You have to be very careful. I always tell people, think twice before you post it.
Mm-hmm.
Give
you can say, "Hey, I don't like this.
Yeah,
this is nasty." You can even say it's nasty. It's not like, what you say, how you say it, and that's
like
what the impact is.
I don't eat pork now, and if I go to a place where they are eating pork, I will just explain to them based on my religion, nothing more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say that we're gonna get out of here. I just wanted to do a quick
okay.
Thank you, ABK, Ranu, D. Brooke, Blobby, Miss Nabia. I'm just gonna say this before I leave. Respect other people's food, because at the end of the day, don't be looking like Aaliyah and this dumbass dude over here. You know what I'm saying? Menelik or whatever you want to call him, man of a lie. You know what I'm saying? Eating
I just want to say one thing. I think he knew it was disrespectful, because for the fact they went and got Nigerian food and not Kenyan meant he know he was doing something wrong. Because he, as a Kenyan, had done that, his family would have been down his back. So it was one of those. It's one of those things that he wanted.
I'll tell you one thing. In Africa, a lot of people want to attack Nigeria. We're the largest, we're the noisiest. We are like the America of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants to bash Nigeria.
I'm just gonna bash her ass real quick. Africa is not Can I say the F word? Can I say it?
No.
I'm gonna say the F word. It's not a fucking country. It's a damn continent. You need to go back to school. Matter of fact, how about your ass go eat some damn chitlins somewhere? Then you don't go eat some shrimp too. That you what the hell wrong with you? Talking about some they eat shrimp, Nick. I almost said the N word. Everybody eats shrimp. You know what I'm saying? Your ass is stupid, super stupid, Aaliyah. That's what I'm gonna call it.
To Portia Williams.
That part. Her ass probably did some drugs before she went up there. Didn't know what the hell she probably was eating drugs. That wasn't even probably that real food. That probably was some shit that looked like that, and then it was drugs really. But I ain't gonna drag her stupidity ass no more. Your ass is dumb, Aaliyah. You need to probably. We don't accept your apology.
Aaliyah, you need to read some books and get some worldly knowledge, because you come across like you didn't even finish high school. Like.
Nah, Aaliyah, stay the way you are. Go on Love and Hip Hop. They'll welcome you greatly.
Hell no, right?
Oh my God.
You got a future ahead of you.
Hell no, she ain't got no future ahead of her. I'm gonna tell her right now, take your ass back to school. You need to go back 6 more years and go back to 10th grade, 11th grade. And she look young. She need to go back 6 more years, go back to sophomore year, you know what I'm saying, and learn. And when that shit say Atlas book, you know what I'm saying, you need history class. That's what your ass needs to take. But I'm gonna get up out of here though. Thank y'all, Miss Nabia, Blobby, ABK, Ranu.
Thank you very much.
Hey, let's say peace and love.
Wait, Gio, before you tell them what they need to do to your channel first.
Oh man, they already know that y'all can survive to the channel. Hit the thumbs up on this one. Don't hit the thumbs down. That's why they ass got 80,000 damn thumbs down on dumbass.
Thumbs up.
And if you haven't subscribe to Gio's channel, y'all.
Subscribe, like Ranu said.
And have the notifications on. Bam.
That part. We got your back, Gio. We got your back, bro.
That's my people, man. Y'all love y'all, man. Thank y'all for coming through. But we up out of here, y'all. Let's give these people a piece on the count of 3.
Yep,
1,
yep,
2,
yep.
3. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
I knew they was gonna